Alright, we are back, and it is time to get wet. And also finish this section of the game. I think this is the last of the Greece levels. Crud, where is air? Hey. Alright. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Alright, Tomb of Tihocan. I hear more squeaking. You know, I don't think rats are actually that aggressive in real life. Okay, we'll drop down here. Alright, this room is the bulk of this level, actually. Sure you can see the gators down there, and there's one more over there. They could be crocodiles. Alright, so let's see. Swing point. Ah, crap. Yeah, I got it. Alright, yeah, there are some items scattered about this room. Alright. And a lot of the items are Magnum rounds, I think. Yeah, here's some more. Now, this particular room, this cistern level, I'm going to be changing the water level a couple of times. Actually, a few times. You got empty, where it's at right now, and then with it being oh crud, I screwed that up. Yeah, I'm also a little bit out of it. I'm not on any painkillers or anything that I probably should take some eventually. I'm not actually hurting either. I developed an abscess tooth, which which is probably from my tooth that I ended up breaking. I think it was a couple of months ago, and I just wasn't able to go to the dentist because I hadn't gotten my transfer at work yet, and I didn't think I'd be able to afford it. Well, the transfer came through, and I had some big kerfuffle having to. It was also kind of stressful because the transfer didn't come through sooner. The system had put in a termination request and automatically processed it, so I simply almost lost my job because of a computer. Or I should say, my job, even though I'd been not actually at work since late October. I was still getting paid because the building was shut down. But oh, crap. Come on. Here we go. There we go. I have to be smarter than the room. And anyway, because I didn't get the tooth issue taken care of straight away, I ended up with an infection, and normally, well, what I had thought would have happened with an abscess tooth is that it would be the swelling in the gum, but that's not always the case. I ended up with some swelling on the left side of my face below my eye, like right around the like right next to the cheekbone, to the left of my nose, and it's enough that without a mirror I can see the swelling, which ain't good. And you actually need to, especially if it gets to that point, you've got to get that seen. Like, you have to go to an ER, get some, and all they were really able to do, because they don't have an emergency dentist on hand, is they prescribed me some antibiotics, and I've got a dentist appointment Monday morning. Now I'm gonna get that out and take care of these dang. Actually, before I even go down there, I'm going to work my way around and get that other box in there. How much shotgun shells do I have? Yeah, I can do 40. Damn, these guys are quick. The nose is kind of round, so it looks kind of like an alligator. Crocs will have a longer, narrower snout. I could be wrong. Maybe it is a crocodile. I don't know. Supposedly, crocodiles are more aggressive. They're much more aggressive. I wouldn't know. All I really care about is they're not around me. I have tried gator jerky once, though. Can't remember the taste. I've tried python jerky, and it was like just shy of $20 for a little under 2 ounces, I think. Okay. But maybe it was an ounce and a half. I don't know. But it was the best jerky I'd ever had. But yeah, back to the two things. So, oh crap! I forgot about these guys. I forgot all about them. Yeah, I just do that. Yeah. If you don't get an abscess tooth taken care of quickly enough, you can wind up, the infection can spread to your jaw, your neck, or even your bloodstream. Now, if it's in your jaw or whatever, you could wind up having to lose a lot of teeth from that. Maybe even a section of your jaw if you're not careful. And I really don't want to afford that hospital. I really don't want to have to pay off a hospital bill that size. That just sounds ridiculously expensive. So hopefully, like, as far as I know, all they'll be able to do is actually drain it, and I'll probably be able to set up a second appointment. And if necessary, I've got enough vacation time I could take a whole week off if I had to. Because, you know, like, why would I use my vacation time if I'm already off, right? So yeah, that's not. Hopefully, it won't. Well, actually, no. I am going to need to get a couple of teeth in that side of my face removed, because, well, with the way things have been going, I just hadn't been able to make the time, spare the cash, or whatever to get a. At least I thought I couldn't afford it. Well, the insurance I have through work, all I've had to pay so far out of pocket with this whole thing was $3.08, not counting, gas prices. So yeah, that's not bad. I mean, granted, it is for 10 days worth of antibiotics, but at the end of the day, that's not a bad amount. Especially since I now make 7 times that in an hour. But anyway, back to this. Let's see. I couldn't say much about what this area was like in the original version of the game because the farthest I've gotten in the original Tomb Raider is where I've gotten on the remastered version. I could climb up there, but instead of doing that, I'm going to... I didn't even need to roll. And I don't think rolling actually will negate any fall damage either in this game. But yeah, I gotten to that level, St. Francis Folly, where you got that huge section in the middle and the doors on each side. I may have actually completed that level. I'm not sure. Wait, no. I know I've done the Thor, and I may have done the Damocles room. I don't think I've done Poseidon or Atlas in that one. Okay, now we got this. And one way you could do this level is before lowering in the water at all, is lure the gators up here, like up higher, and then take them out, and then do the rest of the room. That is one way to do everything. But we're gonna get this ammo over here if I can pick it up, because I think it's ammo. Is it ammo? Well, whatever it'll be. Oh, I think that's shotgun ammo. So I can't get it. Alright. Now we're gonna... Now we have a... I think it's an artifact. Yeah, we got 2 artifacts in this level. One of them I'm about to get right here. Alright, we got this. I'm sure you saw that other grate down there with the lights in it. Dling! Okay. Dive! I'm kind of reminded of this one bit from an old movie from, I think, 1990 or so, sometime around then. It was called Problem Child. And this kid who is, I think he was just left at an orphanage or something, just abandoned. He's, well, I'm sure you can guess he's a big pain in the butt because of the title of the film. But there's a scene where you just see this fish tank, and it has one of those there's a little bubbler thing in there to oxygenate the water, and it's shaped like a one of those old diving suits. The guy's got the huge iron bubble helmet with the hose on it, and you just hear the kid saying, "Diver Dan, surface, surface," and the what's it called? The tool attachment on a vacuum cleaner is stuck down in the water, and it sucks the thing up. I don't recommend sticking a vacuum in a fish tank, by the way. You could kill the fish, you could wreck the vacuum, and if you're a kid, you will get into a lot of trouble. So don't do animal cruelty. There's no need to do that stuff. All right, now this is like the second half of the level here. We got a. I better get up. Okay, there's the tomb. There's some ammo over there. Alright, I will go into this little cave. Come on. I'll do this part first. I kind of think I might end up losing a little bit of health here. Because, granted, I'm going to have to... Also, the glitch that I mentioned that required me using 2 save files, it happened just after this level. The glitch that screws up your level statistics and shows the previous level and not the one you're on. What I'll do is, because there is a cutscene coming, and if I am correct and it is the cutscene, I'll find out, and I'll use the other save to get past it and just skip the cutscenes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, there we go. Because on my practice run, and also the profile I use to just pass time while I'm waiting, while I'm trying to keep the laptop from going to sleep while uploading, because that tends to cause problems. A couple of weird looking centaurs here.
Here lies the god king Tihocan, one of the triumvirate, keepers of the 3 pieces of the Scion, leader of the Chosen after the great betrayal caused Atlantis to be lost beneath the waves.
Where's the body?
You see, instincts can be expensive, mademoiselle. Yours are going to cost you both pieces of the Scion.
That's not a price I'm prepared to pay.
Don't be absurd. No job is worth dying for.
Yes, it is.
Now, see, with something like that gun, that's a Desert Eagle 50, they're going to be kind of heavy, and they'll also have a bit of recoil. Now, the weight should take some of the recoil off, but shooting one-handed like that is generally not a good idea, because you're not as stable, and you can't keep the gun as steady. And handguns are generally... Sucks to be him. Handguns just generally less accurate. Come on. Why is he frozen? Okay. Kept them from turning me to stone again. Oh, dear. You don't have to take off both of their shields, but I find that generally happens a lot whenever I'm... Crap. Okay, yeah, the beam you have to point directly at the centaur. Crap. Did it again. Good thing about these, There we go. Now watch his health bar. Ooh, look how quick that went. His head is turned around the wrong way. I also have no idea what this artifact is actually supposed to do. Well, not a solid idea what it's supposed to do. That's Tihocan.
You have tainted the power of the Scion. Betraying your fellow kings. You have broken the sacred triumvirate of Atlantis.
Yeah, I'm sure some of y'all might recognize the face of that winged person.
I am still here, wretch. Tihocan has been
Oh, he's got...
treachery.
He's half the man he used to be. Now he's stuck in that big
What
ol'...
have you to say for yourself?
Yeah, I did not notice before that he was missing his legs. I'm gonna go to Egypt. That's weird. Let's go with that. That was... Maybe I didn't trigger the thing, because... Ah, I didn't! Oh, that's great. Yeah, because usually what would have happened is, the last time I had done it, it showed me in the, what's it called? Still down there in the tomb, and those character models were just floating in the air. Rewards. Relics. Outfits. Okay, I don't have any new... Oh, yeah, I already checked this stuff. Okay. She's wearing, like, eyeshadow on that one. But yeah, I think you gotta... beat the game, and then you can select it here. But it's fine. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Just keeping this one kind of short. Yeah. And then, we'll just go from there. See you later.